we are back with another episode of Run the Ropes Media Podcast. And WrestleMania is a couple days away. And if you guys caught Monday Night Raw, a lot of people have been you know what, Dylan? You talking about this one, bro. This was like yo, this I don't want to say this was your baby, but like this is something that you said is potentially happening, bro. So like talk to him,
I had
man.
this one in the crystal ball.
Hey, bro, let them know, man, what the plan was, because it's actually feeling like what Dylan said could possibly be true. Talk to him.
Yeah, so we both saw that on Twitter, right? And I already kind of predicted it a little while ago. I just
It
had
was a while
I
ago.
had a feeling. Yeah. Well, the only reason why I even brought it up, right, is because me and you've been talking for months now that ever since we kind of had a feeling that The Rock wasn't going to have nothing to do with this Mania, you kept saying 42, 42. So now I'm thinking, okay, WrestleMania 42. Well, WrestleMania 41, this main event, man, Roman Reigns, I got a feeling they're going to be trying to set something up with him and The Rock. So
Hmm.
we both saw that post on Twitter, basically it kind of explaining the whole promo that Seth
Yep.
Rollins had cut on Monday Night Raw. And how he capped off that promo was a line that John Cena just used after the Royal Rumble. Best for business.
Yep. Yeah. Seth, and to even add on to that, man, Seth Rollins had on, in my eyes, and even somebody else posted it as well, under that thread, and said like, look at the vest he was wearing. Somebody
Yeah.
even said like he had like a Brahma Bull belt. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that. But like the leather pants, the vest, like that's straight 2003 Hollywood heel rock
Yep.
attire. Now, that could be a stretch, but like I've been saying, like it's kind of cool when you kind of look at WWE, because I know maybe like last year or a few years ago, NXT, they actually brought on a former Marvel, like Marvel writer, somebody who writes for Marvel. And
Yeah,
I
Lee
just feel
Fitting. I think it's Lee Fitting, right? Yeah.
and I feel like these are Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to look at it in a
Talk
sense,
about
like that
Easter
is
Sunday. We got some Easter eggs
with
dropping
Easter
around.
this Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they should have had, to be honest, if things could have been a little bit like, I don't know if I would rather see the Seth Rollins join on Saturday or join on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength of that would be a great Easter egg. You know what I'm saying? For him to like, really break it down like that. And also, Seth Rollins did not curve stomp Paul Heyman. He hit CM Punk with the stomp. He hit Roman Reigns with the stomp. And he even said, like, now you owe me a favor.
Mhm.
What could that favor be? And let's add that when he said, now you owe me a favor, that was last week's Raw. Now this week he's saying best for business. So has that favor already been capitalized on? Could that favor been a bring me over there with y'all too? Because another rumor is that Paul Heyman is a part of this. And I also said, like, I feel like this is the time for Heyman to turn on both. He's going to turn on Roman and he's going to turn on CM Punk, and he's going to go with Seth Rollins. Now, if you look at that team of The Rock being like the full authority, it's almost kind of like the authority of 2025. Like back then, you had Triple H, and he had Corporate Kane, he had Randy Orton, and he had Seth Rollins. Now you got The Rock replacing Triple H. You got, in a sense, a corporate John Cena. You
Yeah.
got Seth Rollins, and I don't think they're done though.
Mm-mm.
Maybe they add one more person. But
Travis
this will
Scott's
be
in
a
there too.
cool. This will be a cool storyline. But the only thing that's gonna make this storyline work is if we get more appearances from The Rock. That's the only way that, to me, this can, like, if he's really the ringleader, we need to see him more. We need to hear from him more. Now, granted, he may have Paul Heyman doing majority of the talking
Mhm.
if Paul Heyman did go inside with them, but this is shaping up to be a crazy, like a must see WrestleMania, almost to the point where you just want to see what's gonna happen.
And what have we been talking about now for a couple weeks? The main intrigue in this whole thing has been Paul Heyman. Well, now you can also make the intrigue of The Rock. And listen, guys, I know everybody says in the comments, right, when we were talking about our breakdown of the main event and our prediction video that, oh, well, it doesn't need a title. Look at last year's WrestleMania. That main event. Guys, like, are you guys forgetting that main event had a direct impact on night two's main event?
Mm-hmm.
And of course it was the main event because you had The Rock in a match.
Right.
And,
It's
and
automatic.
yeah, and when you just look at that one, well, okay, well, what's the piece this year? Well, you also have The Rock. The Rock is going to be there no matter what because he's going to have to do something with that night two main event, right? With John Cena. The whole thing is he sold his soul to The Rock. If you don't have The Rock at WrestleMania, well, there was really no point in having John Cena sell his soul to The Rock. He could have just turned heel on his own.
But my thing is this, though, bro. My thing is this. So if we do have Seth Rollins wind up, you know, joining the best for business crew, the new authority, how is Cody Rhodes walking out of WrestleMania the champ? I just can't. It's
Because
just too many things in this ingredients. It's one ingredient that's currently just throwing off the entire recipe. And what I mean by this is like adding Stone Cold into this recipe tastes good, but if you add Stone Cold, then I feel like Cody's gonna win. But now if we add in Seth Rollins into this, and then even with Seth Rollins could potentially play a very important piece because, like I told you, last year WrestleMania he helped Cody Rhodes win. This year WrestleMania he could potentially help Cody Rhodes lose the championship. So with all of this Stone Cold talk, that's honestly what's really throwing a wrench in how I can see WrestleMania night two ending because deep down I want John Cena to win.
mm,
Deep down, if Seth Rollins does join, that would be a great ending to this chapter right here. John Cena goes on to be the champion. But how can you have Stone Cold interfere in this match and then Cody Rhodes still lose? That's the only thing. That's the only pieces is throwing the rumors of Stone Cold helping Cody Rhodes. This is the only thing that's really just throwing me off because if you take Stone Cold out of WrestleMania night two, him helping Cody Rhodes, I got my money on John Cena with this whole Seth Rollins is best for business line because he didn't just say that just to say it, and
that's the
even when he
thing.
said it, he kind of like said it so we can
There was a pause.
feel, yes, it was and it's best for business. Like he said
Mhm.
it like that. So
Yeah.
it's just like last time we heard best from business came from John Cena, and we see what happened.
Yep.
So it's best for business that he said it's best for business that he wins this match and that he comes out on top. So whenever somebody says that, it's gonna happen. So Seth Rollins is getting the dub.
Yeah. I'm trying to piece together what the night 2 main event is going to look like when we do talk about him selling his soul to The Rock, right? Because does it necessarily mean that Cody loses and Cena wins? I don't think it does. Because Roman had, like last year, it took everybody in order for Cody to win. This has been the blueprint now for a while where we're getting crazy interference. It's not just going to be Stone Cold. It's not just going to be The Rock that's going to be coming
Who
out.
taking out Stone Cold, bro? You get what I'm saying? Like we not bringing Stone Cold back for him to get rock bottomed or for him to get attitude. We Stone Cold is coming there to stun everybody in the ring other
Yeah,
than the
yeah,
person that he's helping. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying, bro? It's just
yeah.
like
But that's
it's
why I'm trying to piece it
it's
together.
Stone Cold. He's only gonna come back if it makes sense, and I can't see that glass shattering at WrestleMania night two. My hands in the air, cheering, yelling for the Texas Rattlesnake, and then he get curb stumped, or he get attitude adjusted, or he get rock bottom. Like it's literally gonna suck all the air out of the arena, bro. I just can't see that
So
happening.
so,
There.
So maybe Stone Cold has nothing to do with
Maybe,
the match.
maybe. And if that's the case, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it because I'm already gonna do the meet and greet the day before. So I'm fine with him not showing up Saturday, Sunday, because in a sense it's like this. If Stone Cold shows up, great. I got my moment at WrestleMania with Stone Cold. I was there. I heard the glass shatter, I heard the eruption. Yes. But that's going to lead to Cody Rhodes winning. Or I cannot hear that, be okay with my meet and greet, and John Cena wins his last WrestleMania, walking out, breaking the record. I'm fine with that too. I'm fine with either or, Dylan, but I just know both can't happen at the same time. Both can't happen. Both can't happen. Stone Cold cannot come out and John Cena still wins unless Stone Cold is with The Rock, and I highly doubt that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, this is the most intriguing thing, right? Like, out of everything this WrestleMania, yes, now the night one main event is very intriguing with everything that is surrounding it, right? But that's just us speculating. As far as just what the main attraction for this year's WrestleMania is John Cena and what the heck is going to happen in this main event. Because we're all just speculating Stone Cold's coming back because he has
Yeah.
something to do with the Hall of Fame. And because
Mhm.
he's doing all the media appearances,
Because
for
he said if Cody Rhodes needs help, he's there to help. He
and he did.
also put that
He did
out there.
that. He did.
So it's like it's kind of his fault too. Because Cody gonna need some help. He
At
gonna
the
need
end,
some
yeah,
help.
at the end of the day, no matter what happens with night two's main event, I still do think that no matter what, night one you're getting The Rock having that setup. In what capacity it is, we don't really know yet. But why are they dropping all these hints if that night one main event isn't going to have something crazy that happens at the end of it?
It's going something crazy gonna
I
happen,
cannot
bro.
see, like some people are saying, that this is just going to be a regular schmegular match.
Mm-mm.
There's no
Mm-mm.
way, bro.
Mm-mm.
It can't. And I get, it doesn't need to have a title. It needs something. It just can't be a regular. Bro, this is a regular match. Roman Reigns wins nine times out of 10.
Facts.
And what's the intrigue with that? He ain't going to a bloodline. He's still going to be going off to his own. He just
Mhm.
turned his back on Paul Heyman. He just
Yep.
shoved the man. He just shoved a 60-year-old down onto the ground.
Mushed him in his face.
So he ain't going back to Paul. He ain't going back to a bloodline. This has to set up something with Roman. Think about it. This is the only thing. Just like Cena and The Rock, bro, we had 2 years straight where it was a year-long build.
Yeah,
This
I
is
know.
too big of a I'm saying this for the people. This is too big of a WrestleMania main event for next year for it to just come on, 6 months into the year. Nah, bro. Something's got to go down night one WrestleMania.
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see Rock night one. I don't. Night two, 100%. Night
But
one, I don't
but
know.
okay, so The Rock doesn't show up night one. You're still in the same boat that something is going on with Paul Heyman though, correct?
If I'm not saying that Paul Heyman is not going to lead. Only see my way of seeing The Rock is that once Seth Rollins wins, or Paul Heyman helps Seth Rollins, like if the Rock music hits and he's like standing at the entrance, or heck, even that Rock music, I can see The Rock. Yes, night one. Yes, I could some way, even if his music is hidden and he's just at the end of he's at the he's on the entrance and he do the 1, 2, 3, and the end. He can do one of those. You know what I'm saying? And pin Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is gonna get pinned. I think Seth
I do
Rollins is gonna
too.
pin
I think
Roman Reigns.
Seth pins him, bro, because dude, for years since the Shield breakup, when Seth hit my man in the back with the steel chair, what has been the main theme in this long-term storytelling, right? He's costing Roman everything. He cost him last year's WrestleMania. The final nail in that coffin was him turning his back against Cody, having Seth be in the ring, and he was distracted. He
Mm-hmm.
had to take Seth out, right? Because this rivalry, this blood feud between those two is going to go to the ends of the earth. Well, guess what? The Rock helped Seth beat Roman Reigns.
And but here's the word. Here's the word. The word is desperate. John Cena
Yes.
became desperate. Seth Rollins at this point is desperate. And when they get to that point of desperate, yes, that's one thing.
Yes.
So yes, I 100% see Seth Rollins joining John Cena and The Rock. And that's probably why we won't see Cena for a little bit, because we're gonna have Seth Rollins kind of, still playing that role of in that stable or whatever it's gonna be called or whatever they're doing. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. But we got a couple days to find out. We
Couple
got a
days
couple
to
days to
find out.
find out what's gonna happen.
And let's just not forget about CM Punk, because Seth Rollins is not only desperate after, making sure Roman doesn't win and taking down that whole bloodline, right? Making sure Roman doesn't win. But he's also desperate to make sure CM Punk doesn't win. My man was almost pulling his hair out at the thought that CM Punk was in a main event of WrestleMania.
He's gonna make sure Punk don't win this main event match either.
Yep.
Like that's how Seth Rollins get over on CM Punk. Because CM Punk then got over with Raw to Netflix. He didn't got some dubs over Seth. But that's gonna be that. God, even with you main event in that rest, I still won the match. I still beat you. That's how Seth Rollins is gonna get the one up on CM Punk, and of course he's gonna get the one up over Roman, because he's gonna pin Roman.
And what is the ultimate gotcha? Paul Heyman walks out of WrestleMania Night 1 with Seth Rollins and The Rock.
Yeah, that's what's up. They're,
He he
they're gonna
he
walk up
said
to the entrance
he,
with the and pose off with the Rock at the end.
he said, "I got you to Roman Reigns, and I got your wise man too."
Yeah, it's over with,
Bro,
bro. It's
it
it's
could
over with. I can see it.
it could
I
be
can see it.
crazy.
I
It
can
could be
see it, bro.
crazy.
So y'all let us know. Y'all let us know in the comment section below how y'all feeling. Seth Rollins, is he going over there for and is it best for business for Seth Rollins to join? I think this is that spin that Seth Rollins needs. Like Seth Rollins has always been great, bro. But I don't think he get the credit that, like, when he say, like, I've really put this place on my back for years, like, he did, but we don't really, at least I don't. But I feel like this next Seth Rollins, because I wasn't really big on the Messiah Seth Rollins, like the character Seth Rollins has had. The Shield Seth Rollins, hands down, has been my favorite.
Mm,
And who he currently is right now. But like, he's had different personas, and it's just like, as good as he has been, he's never really looked at as that guy. Like, he's never really been looked at like a John Cena or a Roman Reigns, or heck, even when Dean Ambrose was there, I still feel like it was Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, then Seth Rollins. He's always been looked at as just a great wrestler, but I don't feel like he's not in the conversation of the greats.
mm.
As far as, like, Roman Reigns is up there with the greats, John Cena with the greats, Triple H, The Rock, Kurt Angle, these guys are up there with the greats. But then you got Seth Rollins. But then if you look at Seth Rollins' resume, it's tremendous. Money in
Mhm.
the Bank wins, Royal Rumble wins, multiple time World Heavyweight Champion, U.S. Champion, Intercontinental Champion. But are we really taking him serious like that? This is where I feel like Seth Rollins could really either stay stagnant with his career, and I'm just talking about like how or maybe just how I look at him, or this can literally catapult him to that next level. Because Roman Reigns went from, I'm the big dog, to the tribal chief.
Yep.
And that was a dog. Like, the tribal chief Roman Reigns is gonna go down as the best Roman Reigns. But how is Seth Rollins gonna be remembered? I think this going to either be one. I think if anything, this is going to work out best for him. Because CM Punk is already looked at as a GOAT, as a great. Roman Reigns, he got that. But Seth Rollins is looked at as the underdog in this match. And his resume is bigger than CM Punk's.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Just like Seth Rollins has always been little bro. Like, he's always just like, again, you had Roman, then Dean,
I
then Seth
agree.
Rollins.
I
It
agree.
almost kind of, yeah, he's always just kind of been stuck in this spot. Like, even when you look at Becky Lynch is up there as far as like the women's division. And always, even when they put the World Heavyweight Championship on Seth Rollins, it just don't seem the same as like ever Drew McIntyre. Like even Drew McIntyre, bro, and it's wild to even think about this because it came out of nowhere. And that's why I say like it's desperate because I truly do feel like it will benefit Seth Rollins the most to get this win at WrestleMania. Oh, it really doesn't do anything for Roman if he loses. It doesn't really do anything for CM Punk if he loses. But if Seth Rollins loses, oh damn, he lost again. Like Seth lost again. Like it's kind of in that sense, bro. So yeah, definitely
Yeah.
hope Seth Rollins get that dub, and definitely hope he go with the Rock and man turn his. I don't even want to say turn his career around because it just
Well,
sounds like
just to
he ain't had
well,
a good career. But you get what
I
I'm
know what
saying.
you're saying, and but here's how to sum it up: is between these three guys, who needs a character change? Punk doesn't. He's getting cheered no matter what arena he's
Yeah,
in.
Seth Rollins needs to change.
Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. He became
Yep,
his own when he became that character. He doesn't need to change a thing. Seth Rollins
he
needs
does,
to
bro.
rework something right now.
Something.
So
Something, bro. Because even when Cody came back, he lost to Cody like four times in a row.
hey,
Like
as
Seth don't really be getting dubs like that, bro.
true,
But
you're
like
right.
he needs this dub. He needs this dub, bro. He needs this dub.
As Roman Reigns would say, no pop. So let us know down below in the comment section what you guys think about
Good way to end that one, bro.
it. Let us know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Does Seth
Oh
Rollins
man.
sell his soul
I
to
remember
The
when
Rock?
Roman said that too, bro. And I remember when he said that. He was like, said no pop.
No pop.
I'm like, dang, that's how you doing your man's now.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
It
It's
was.
true though, bro. Like, it's just so it like and Seth is cold, bro. Like he is, but like
I know.
we just don't look at him like a CM Punk
We
or like
don't.
a Roman Reigns. He needs this dub.
He does. So let us know down below in the comment section what you guys think. Does he sell his soul to The Rock? Who actually wins night one, night one main event? And also let us know too what your official prediction is if this is gonna have an effect on night two main event as well. So other than that, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, share the content, and that's it for me, man. Anything else?
That's it, man. Make sure y'all go check out our WrestleMania prediction video that we dropped already. Let us know. I know y'all already been chattering, but let us know more. WrestleMania is this weekend, man. So we're excited. So other than that, got my boy Dylan. You got your boy Break, and we out. Peace.
Peace.